Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Hey! 60 Eagles! Cougar 19 Lions! 60 Bobcats!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Chiefs had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Set. 1970 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cougar 19. Hurt. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll drop the throw. This is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Second down and inches. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 8 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protections. And now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, "I'll take him, I'll fix him." The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, "He's yours from now on." Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Okay, break.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
65 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Six, craft all 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
19 tight. 19 tight. Down. 19, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Cougar Knight, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Panther 60, Warriors 70.
Now receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 9 now. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go now. 70, trap 50, trap 50.
St. Brown motioning left.
Ready.
Back to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Okay, ready?
It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Johnny Lions. 3. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he will have the Chiefs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down and 8.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Go! 70, trap 60, trap 60, Dragon 60. Hurt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Viking 18. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll look to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Warriors 70. 18 Cardinals.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yo,
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Clark Phillips there to stop him. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Attack!
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mahomes going to throw.
Big strides. Look at him go.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Chigakakwo.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And oh, the Chiefs have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will cut the lead down to 15. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 20.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
44 yards.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And again, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready?
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Cut 19. Go.
They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
36 yards.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 56 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Ready, set. Let's go. 1979 Broncos. Ready, right?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Connect. Hiking 18.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
60. Here we go, set. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This is caught by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.